Welcome to the most important international podcast day in the history of mankind at the beautiful Panza Gallery here in Millvale, Pennsylvania. Give yourselves a round of applause for supporting the River's Edge, supporting Millvale, and supporting the Mike Sasson Show. My name is Mike Sasson, your host here. Thank you very much. That woman, I like you. We're going to have things later. All right. Thank you very much. We are in the beautiful Panza Gallery. My name is Mike Sasson. Next to me is the most important producer in the history of internet radio. Give it up for the beautiful blue hair because of Salon 22 up the street in Millvale, Pennsylvania. Give it up for Alex Clemence. Give it up for Alex.
Hey, guys.
Say something to the people. Most of these people are here to see you.
They are a lot of my family, and it's a little bit weird. I've never done anything like this in front of my family.
Really?
I asked if we could dim the lights so that I didn't have to look them in the eyes, but...
We are the most difficult podcast to produce because most of our discussions are about the lighting.
Yes.
It's a very interesting thing.
We have to make ourselves look good.
Absolutely.
It can be a little bit difficult.
Two things need to happen in the studio on Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Number one, the air conditioning needs to be blasting because I am a sweaty, hairy beast.
A large man.
I'm a large mammal with much flubber. And also, on top of that, we need to have complete darkness. But then the fans say, I want to see Alex's beautiful blue hair. I want to see Alex's beautiful smile on every Tuesday morning. So we have to make sure the lights are up a little bit. Here's what we're going to talk about today. First and foremost, we're going to thank everybody that are here supporting International Podcast Day. Woo. We're going to talk about Alex is a big-time celebrity. She was on KDKA this week. She's going to tell you about that. Also, I'm not a big-time celebrity. I had another embarrassing moment at a local high school again.
Always.
I should just avoid high schools.
I don't know why you're going back there. It's not like you belong.
Well, I'll tell you why I was avoiding. And we'll talk about that. We'll talk about also the fact that if you have ever listened to the show, Alex enjoys a little bit of alcohol. And
just a little.
A little bit. And when she does that, she likes to write down what she's thinking. So we're going to have a very special Saturday night edition of Broad Thoughts and Experiences with Alex.
Woo.
And then we're going to do news and notes from the world of entertainment. We're going to talk about why McDonald's loves legalized weed. We're going to talk about how basically a science teacher in the Bronx beat the hell out of one of her kids. We're also going to talk about how the Pirates are idiots for not knowing that Wiz Khalifa was probably going to say something about weed. We're also going to talk about how a rapper wants to basically prove that the world is flat. And also, we're going to talk about the Mother of the Year. So, first and foremost, again, I've introduced myself, Mike Sasson. That is Alex Clemence. Now, Alex, there is the symbol of the Mike Sasson Show here. Please introduce everybody here to the real star of the show. Give everybody, who is it?
Crappy the Poop.
Crappy the Poop. Give it up for Crappy. So,
he's the most famous one of all.
He's the most famous. By the way, to get him away from the cocaine and Thai hookers that he normally enjoys on a Saturday night was quite a big deal. So the fact that we had Crappy. We have a segment called Poop on You. I'm going to do a quick poop on. I'm going to do a poop on to anybody who missed this night.
Absolutely.
We said for weeks, we sat there and said, hey, podcasting extraordinaire, great music, and free beer and mead. Give it up for North Country Brewing.
Woo!
For the free beer. Give it up for the Cini Distributors. Give it up for Laurel Highlands Meadery. Now, where's the representative from Laurel Highlands Meadery? Raise your hand if you're from the meadery. What's your name, sir? Scream it out.
It's Matt.
Matt.
I met him. He's
Here's
nice.
the thing, Matt. I have ached to try mead my entire life. I have right here. Is this my cup?
Yes.
Is this okay? Here's my cup of your beautiful mead.
I haven't tried it yet either.
Okay, we're gonna try mead together. So actually, Matt, can you spare a second and come on the show for 2 seconds? Give it up for Matt.
This one's made with grapes.
Well, he can tell you because he's obviously a big-time mead guy. Here's
It
Matt.
smells delicious.
Give it up for Matt, the mead guy. Here you go, Matt. Hold on for 1 second. Make sure you're on. Quick question. 1, 2. Can everyone hear him? Can everyone hear me? That's
Obviously.
more important. Anyways, Matt, tell us how did you get into mead?
Home brewer for many years.
He's
I'm a witch. Burn him.
He's a witch, and that was the funniest thing that guy's ever seen in his life. That was either that or someone just shot you from outside. That was unbelievable. Or you sat on your keys. Okay.
Just a home brewer for many years. A friend of mine is from Russia, came back with a old family recipe that he called fermented honey drink, which doesn't sound so good. I said, is it mead? He said, no, slamming his fist down. It is fermented honey drink. I said, okay, it's fermented honey drink. I did research. It's mead.
It's mead, baby. It's mead. Now, mead, I always heard, this is like the drink that our founding fathers drank while they were discovering this, our democracy, correct?
I never knew that.
Mead has been everywhere and anywhere. Anywhere that there have been bees, there has been honey. Hunter-gatherers, gathered it in pouches thousands and thousands of years ago. The honey fermented with water, and you have this magic liquid that makes you see bubbles.
Now, I'll tell you this right now. Everyone in here, most of you have heard about the fact that we're killing the bees. And for most of the time, you've been like, who gives a shit? You know why we should give a shit? The mead.
Because of the mead.
That's why. Save the bees. Okay.
Save the mead.
Save the bees. All right. So right now, what are we drinking, Alex?
The Chamborson one.
Sure. Describe what I'm about to drink.
So this is a blend. It's actually called a piment.
Okay.
And that's a funny word for honey and grapes.
Awesome.
Yum.
So this is a Chamborson grape from Lake Erie that we blend with our honey.
Will it make me funnier and more entertaining to these people?
And more handsome.
Thank you. I don't even know how that's possible. All right. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless. How can they get more mead from you?
You can visit us in Irwin. We're on 4th Street. You can come back. We have cards, stickers. If anybody needs some mead samples, we're in the back here at the little bar. Come on back.
All right. So now, is this a sipping drink or do I take a shot of this?
This one is really nice, chilled down.
Okay.
Either way.
Okay. All right. To mead, to alcohol, to podcasting. God bless America. That was fantastic. Thank you very, very much. If there's anything else you'd like me to try, just come bring it to me and I'll drink it.
The one who doesn't drink.
And I don't drink, so it's going to get real nasty in about a half hour. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You're a great man, and God bless America, and God bless your hairline. All right. God bless.
What'd you think?
I thought it was awesome. It was great.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
It's like you're just drinking some juice.
I know. It's like juice, but now all of a sudden I think I'm funnier. And that didn't happen overnight. All right. Okay, we move on. Thank you very much to Matt with the mead guy. Again, go to Irwin. Go there. Enjoy it. I'm trying to be entertaining for this woman in the front row because, okay, this woman in the front row, before we started, Ian Insect, who's our host, give it up for Ian.
Woo.
Announced that this was the last podcast of the day, and your response was, thank God. You hate podcasts.
What are you doing here?
Wait, come here. Come here. I'm going to change your mind about podcasts. Here.
Oh, God.
What is your name?
What are you doing here?
But you know what helps in podcasting is audio.
Motherfucker! I'll be civilized. I'm sorry.
Don't be civilized.
All I have to say, it's really quite brief. It's just...
Yeah, just leave it all the time because I'm going to bring guests. This is a woman who claims that she hates podcasting.
This is a big deal for me to come out in the open and say this, but...
Here, that's the stars mic. Here, you get that. Go
I'm
ahead.
an extra.
I know.
I know how to.
Okay, good.
I'll make it brief.
No. I want you to explain to the people out there at a podcasting event why you hate podcasts.
Well, anytime someone tells me to watch a podcast, they say...
Well, maybe watching a podcast might be the first problem.
Sorry, wait. My first problem is I think I can watch it. I can't. That's the first problem I have. Second problem, they say, yeah, cut out about an hour and a half of your day.
Uh-huh.
I don't have that kind of time.
Here's why the Mike Sasson Show is the podcast for you, because here's the what. You know what this beautiful, environment talented person, you know what she does every day? She breaks our podcast down into 2-3 minute segments.
Well, I must say I love that. And first of all, may I just say, you two just seem like people I would want to listen to.
That's right.
Wow.
Thank you very, very much. What? Give your name again.
Katie.
Katie, thank you very much.
Sorry
Give it to
to be
Katie.
rude.
Give it to Katie. Give it up for Katie. Thank you, Katie.
So we changed her mind, right?
See, she's going to be an avid podcast listener because she's going to understand You love it. Thank you very much.
You can watch us, too.
You can watch
so
us.
Then it makes it all the better.
It's all beautiful. Thank you very much. Now, first and foremost, I mentioned that Alex is a big-time celebrity. This past week, she was on Pittsburgh This Morning. What was it called?
Pittsburgh Today Live.
Pittsburgh Today Live. Give it up for other things.
Thank you so much to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Alex. Now, obviously, give us the lowdown, because I've never actually been on the show. I've been on the side and stuff like that.
What do you mean you've been on the side of the show?
I was at the studio downtown while.
And they were like, no, we can't put this guy on.
Yeah, they were basically like, putting you on would just make it too attractive people.
Right. I thought they were going to say that it would break all the cameras.
John Burnett pulled his weight and said that I couldn't be on the air.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Okay. But they let me do it.
They let you do it.
Yeah, okay.
So,
great.
I mean, give the lowdown on what it's like to be on live Pittsburgh television.
It's a lot, but I was in the morning. That's different. That's totally different than if you're like live at night, you know? Every one of these people, it was like 9 in the morning. They're like, I've been here since 4 in the morning and I have so much energy and everything's great and bubbly and wonderful. And I was like, okay, I'm a bubbly person, but like not that bubbly. That's a lot for me to handle.
It's also, the thing about the studio is, when you see a television studio on TV, you think it's this massive expanse. It's not. Like, I've been in the TV studio. This is about the size of like a TV studio.
It's the exact same size.
Yeah, it's exact same size. And then the other thing that I've always picked up is every time I talk to one of these like newscasters, if you've ever seen the movie Anchorman, people think that that's like, oh, that's weird. No, Ron Burgundy is a real thing. Okay, people who are on television are mostly empty-headed morons.
Wow, that's a really mean thing to say.
That's
Mike.
why I said it. Anyways.
This girl was not an empty-headed
What was her
woman.
name?
I completely disagree with that statement.
Why?
Well, just because they have to like memorize things, and whenever
They don't memorize, they read stuff out loud.
No.
They have like a teleprompter.
She was interviewing people. She didn't have all of that stuff, and she had to listen to that person and ask them questions based on what they were saying.
Oh my God.
Well, I know that you could do it, but when I look at those people, I'm like, wow, that's, they have a lot more brains than I thought that they did.
You're not saying they have a lot more.
It's a lot of ad-libbing.
It's a lot of ad-libbing.
I admire those people.
You admire. Alex
and their
admires.
energy.
Give it up for Alex admiring things.
I mean, it is what I went to school for, so I have to admire those people.
There you go. There are your parents back there looking. Every day they look.
They paid for that.
Every day they look at their bank account and they watch this show and they just go, "Well, we could have taken.
We could have
taken a longer trip." Anyways, that's one thing that is very interesting about this show is we actually did ask if the lights could be turned down so Alex would not have to see her family. Because
just not look at them in the eyes,
yes,
you know?
I think they're very beautiful people, and I think they should be looked at. But you were like, no, we should absolutely never look at them.
Well, my family has not ever heard me like swear or say anything bad. You know, I'm a very polite person in front of my family.
But then you get with me, and then you just wild child.
It's the alcohol mainly.
It's the alcohol, even at 9 in the morning. That's good. Now, here was my television experience this past week. Again, because I'm a big-time celebrity, I was on Spotlight on Pittsburgh, which is broadcast in Peters Township. Fucking impressive, isn't it? Anyways, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Not as impressive as
Thank you.
Pittsburgh Today Live.
No, not in Peters Township. Anyways, so it was at Peters Township High School. It was part of their TV class. I did not know this when I agreed to do it. So I did not know that I was going to Peters Township High School in the middle of the day. Now, by the way, if you've ever been a 40-year-old man walking into a high school at 1 o'clock, it makes you feel a little weird. So, again, thank you very much. I want you to just keep cheering. I like it. What's your name? Tim. God bless Tim. Anyways, no, don't give it up for Tim. Then he'll get arrogant and go to somebody else's show. Anyways.
He's got fans.
Don't make me throw you out in the
He's
street.
our biggest fan now.
I know, beautiful. All right, so here's what happened. Katie, I'm just talking to you right now. All right, so I'm at Peters Township High School. Eventually I get on. They interview me about comedy. We're at this, it's a little stage, whatever like that. I'm on first, on this little couch. They asked me a couple of questions. I don't even know what I said. I probably swore a couple times. Anyways, so I go off. another comedian comes on, Terry Jones. He does his set. And then at the end of the show, me and Terry are on set. So we're both on the couch. Now, the thing about this couch, they came up with this thing of like, you're going to answer knock-knock jokes. It's like that level of television show. Yeah, I know I'm better than that. You should be my agent. Anyways, so I sit down on the couch and I realize that this couch was not meant for a large mammal.
But you're sitting there.
I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden the camera comes on. Everybody says, okay, they're talking, all that kind of stuff, and guess what happens?
What happened?
I break the fucking couch.
Yeah.
I break it, and I basically, in the middle of a shot, and they didn't stop filming because they had to get
Why
the
would
kids
they
home.
stop that?
No, I'm sitting, I've broken the couch, and they keep interviewing me as I'm sinking down in the couch, proving once again why high school was embarrassing for me.
So it was just like your side of the couch, not the other side?
Yes.
Like Terry Jones didn't
Terry
have
Jones
anything
was
to do
fine.
with it?
It was empty, and I had to break the couch.
Oh, man.
So again, proving why I never should go back to area high schools, even though I will probably try again. Anyways, thank you very much to them. Thank you very much to Terry. Terry couldn't be here. I know Terry was supposed to be here, but he's not here right now. Anyways,
okay.
Tim is excited about people that aren't even here. All right. Now, if you've ever watched the show, and you can watch the show Tuesday at 9 a.m., my beautiful, talented co-host Alex likes to get her drink on. When she does drink, she likes to write down her thoughts. We've named that segment Bar Thoughts and Experiences with Alex. She has her theme song. Play said song. We've named that segment Bar Thoughts and Experiences with
This
Alex.
next song is
She
about
has her
something
theme
very
song.
important.
Wait, you can get up and dance. Get up and dance. We've named
It's a
that. You
love
can get
song.
up and dance. I'll get up and dance. Get up and dance.
Something very
Get up and dance to Alex's song. Get up and dance.
Maybe I'll come in there.
I'll get up and dance. Get up and dance. This guy. Give it up for this guy.
It's a fresh cut. That you
All right, that's enough of that.
That was too much to begin with. That was a lot for me.
Okay, so
We just,
Alex, everyone, listen. Alex is going to say something amazing, and if you miss it, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life.
now you're really hyping me up, man.
No one will ever say something smarter than this.
Please don't tell anyone.
This will change your life. If it doesn't, Alex will have disappointed you. So make sure that Alex, give your undivided attention. Alex, Bar Thoughts and
Oh,
Experiences.
man, now I'm talking about Nick Jonas, and I feel like that's like a...
Give it up for Nick Jonas.
Not even a good one to say for this.
Okay, all right, so go
So
ahead.
I watched this video the other day, okay, on BuzzFeed, and it was about Nick Jonas answering, or he was reading his thirst tweets. Have
Okay.
you ever heard that word?
No, what is a thirst tweet?
So they're like kind of sexual tweets.
Ah.
Yeah, so Nick Jonas is reading these thirst tweets. I have an example of one.
Okay, here's an example of a thirst tweet.
All right, the tweet was, Nick Jonas can choke me on any holy day.
Nice.
So he had to read that out loud and then respond to it.
Oh, okay.
So he goes,
And Nick Jonas is like one of those guys that, like, you know, he loves Jesus and stuff, right?
I don't know if that's a thing
Give it
anymore.
up for Jesus. All right. Okay.
I don't
Just
think
like we scored a touchdown. Okay, go
I
ahead.
don't think that's a thing anymore.
Okay,
I don't.
Jesus?
He doesn't have. No,
Oh.
he doesn't like have a purity ring and
Oh,
stuff.
okay. I don't know.
Because his answer was that makes two of us, and he like winked,
Ah.
and he said into choking, huh?
There you go.
But my thought is, because I was drinking a little bit of wine while doing this, my thought is it's really weird when you have those people who go from being like, oh, he's such a cute like teenager, like singing songs, you know, like I have a little teenager crush on him, to like a man where like, oh, I'd let him do things to me, you know?
When you were like a 12, 13-year-old Alex, what like teen heartthrob got Alex going?
Oh man, teen heartthrob. I mean, like when I was younger, I really liked like NSYNC. You know,
Which NSYNC
I
guy?
grew up in that era.
Which NSYNC guy? Did you have a favorite?
No, not really. I kind of liked everyone. You, know, like
you liked them all.
a big thing. You
You
know?
were like you wanted them all to take what turns? What? No. See, don't get bashful because your dad is like a 20 feet
I know
from
he's
here.
like looking, like I can feel his eyes
you
going into my skin.
You weren't a Backstreet Boy? It was just NSYNC?
I mean, I liked the Backstreet Boys. They had good music, but I wasn't like as into them.
Okay.
They didn't do as much for me.
Okay, well, let's take a poll right now. Of all the people that were this age, clap if you were more NSYNC. Clap if you were more Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
Clap if
Wow.
you were more Led Zeppelin. I think I found the audience. All right.
But no, like I was looking, also a tip for anyone, if you like Nick Jonas, I know it's very surprising that he's attractive now, but go check out his images from Flaunt magazine. He has one of those images where he's like standing there just like grabbing his crotch.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Well, was he nude at the time?
No, he has boxers on.
Ah.
But you can still be like, you're like, oh, I know what he's got in there.
But let me ask you a
I
question.
can tell.
If someone took a picture of me just in my underwear, I would demand Photoshop. I would demand it would look
or
like I had an
maybe
anaconda down there.
like a 6-inch like bread in there.
6-inch bread?
Yeah, just like fill it up a little bit.
With bread?
Yeah, that's what they do.
With bread? I thought
You didn't know? No, wait. Underwear models.
Okay.
You didn't know that they put like a slice of like white bread around their penis to make it look a little bigger when they're wearing boxers.
That's interesting.
You had no idea.
I had no idea.
That's a thing.
Now you're telling me like Santa Claus doesn't exist. Or this isn't a democracy. I don't know. I don't like that.
It's on the same level.
It's all the same level. So basically, now let me ask you a question. What type of bread?
It's white bread. White bread.
Okay. If I would demand a certain type of white bread.
I think that's the stickiest
The
bread
stickiest
of
bread?
them all.
Has anyone ever stuck white bread around their genitals? Okay. Is white bread the stickiest?
I don't know what you're trying to accomplish with a vagina and putting
Okay.
white bread around it.
Banana bread. Oh, we have a vote for banana bread. Sourdough. You're a vote for sourdough around your junk? Wheat. See, I would go healthy. I would go wheat. There we go. Absolutely.
I just think it's the stickiest. It works best.
You think that's the stickiest?
Yeah.
But it's the most unhealthy. My grandma
You're
used
not
to
eating
say
it.
banana bread. The woman behind you said banana bread too. So you're unoriginal.
I feel like you're
Congratulations.
just wasting
Anyways,
banana bread then.
whole wheat. See, I'm more with the wheat. I'm with you. But the problem with whole wheat is you have like the little things and it makes it look like your junk is scaly. But holla. Anyways, French bread. Okay. Would you a baguette? Would you?
Oh.
Your junk would look
She's
weird
just
if you put a
saying French
croissant.
things now.
You're just saying bread. Okay. By the way, you're making me hungry. Anyways, for more ways than one. So, okay, you were more in sync.
Yeah, and there's like multiple people like that, like Justin Bieber.
Okay.
To me now, you're like he has abs and stuff, and like I'm like, okay, you're now a man.
You're now a
You
man.
got rid of that stupid haircut, and now you're like a man,
Now you're a man.
and I'm okay with that.
I've always found it interesting. I'm at the age where I have pleasured myself to Melanie Griffith and now her daughter. So that to me is like how when you know that you're a little older. This guy agrees with me. That's something. That's when you know you're older. You've done it with you to the the scene where she's nude in that like in 1983, and then you do it in
He's
50
so
Shades
embarrassed
of Grey.
right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's okay. That's what we do on the show. We make people embarrassed.
But usually you're at your work desk where like things can be covered up. Now you're in front of me.
Yes, and I don't have anything to do. That's what I feel weird about. I'm not like adjusting your levels or anything, so I feel weird talking.
I know.
Like I don't know. Ugh. What do I do with my hands?
So what did we learn today? First and foremost, Alex has a thing for NSYNC. Number 2, put bread around your junk, makes it look better. And number 3, Melanie Griffith and her daughter are very attractive. Give it up for Alex and Bar Thoughts and Experiences.
Should we end the show there?
What?
I feel like that was the best part. Should we just end
I would
it there?
probably. Most of these people will leave, but what we're going to do right now is every time we end the show, we end it what we call News and Notes. We have a theme song. Play News and Notes right now. What we're going to do right now. Every time we end the show, it does all start now. Again, thank you very much for all listening. If you like this show, listen at 9 a.m. on Tuesday. Now, I will tell you this right now. Here's the first story that I thought was interesting. How many people think we should legalize weed in the state of Pennsylvania? How many people think we shouldn't legalize weed in the state of Pennsylvania? Okay, that person needs to leave. All right, now here's the deal. They did a study of the states where they have legal weed, Colorado, California, Washington, Oregon, and they looked at it and they found that in those states, McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Wendys visitors are skyrocketing.
Well, obviously.
So now they're saying that McDonald's might secretly now start pushing for legalized weed nationally because it might improve their business. So I'm just saying we now have the big-time backing we need to get legalized weed. Ronald McDonald is going to help us become a better society. God bless America.
That was his mission to begin with, right?
Now, yes, Ronald McDonald, honestly, let's be honest, the guy was high most of the time. All of those creatures in like the playland were all just hallucinations or some other word for like a really stoned guy. I mean, he had a Mayor McCheese made out of a head. He had a big purple grimace. The guy was stoned out of his mind. Anyways, but here's the thing. You're a big taco person.
Yes.
According to the study, of the people that smoke legal weed in these states, 43% of them go to McDonald's. Only 18% go to Taco Bell.
What is wrong with those people?
You would go straight to Taco Bell.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, actually, I don't know if you've ever been on the north side where they have Taco Bell, Wendy's, McDonald's all right next to each other. That's where you get the jackpot. You go to Taco Bell first, obviously.
Okay.
Get your tacos.
Uh-huh.
Then you go to Wendy's, get some chicken nuggets. Then you go to McDonald's, I don't know, get a burger.
Get a McDub, get a double cheeseburger.
Get a milkshake.
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you a bigger fan of Wendy's chicken nuggets as opposed to McDonald's chicken nuggets?
Hell yeah. That's not even a question, except that they got rid of their spicy chicken nuggets.
Yeah, what the
And
fuck
they're
happened with Wendy's and their spicy
people.
chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets, spicy chicken nuggets, spicy chicken nuggets, spicy chicken nuggets,
Yes.
spicy chicken nuggets, spicy chicken nuggets, spicy chicken nuggets. I can get people to chant anything. This is how drunk people are. I love it. God bless podcasting. All right.
They're coming back now.
I know.
That was all we had to do. Wendy
No, I'm
was just
serious.
like,
Alex texted me. Alex never talks to me. She hates me. And anyways, she texts me completely out of the blue and says, they took away spicy chicken nuggets from Wendy's.
I thought you would want to know.
I text her back, I go, bullshit, they did. What, do they want to close? So I go to one of the Wendy's, I find a place with spicy chicken nuggets, I text you a picture.
But they don't have them.
They were selling them down at the time.
Yeah, they're gone. They're gone forever.
Why did they, Wendy's, why?
They hate
why?
people.
Take a picture of me
They
saying
hate
why.
people.
Why? And then I want you to send this to the Wendy's Corporation and make sure they understand.
What an
Thank you.
impact they're
Don't
having on
take a
our lives
picture of
right
these
now.
two. They already think they're too good looking anyway. Anyways, so that's the first story. Second off, Wiz Khalifa was at...
Yes, Tim. Yes.
Yes, that's the Wiz Khalifa. Was throughout the first pitch of the Pirate game this past Wednesday.
What?
And he went to the mound. He had a shirt that said legalize it. And he puffed a pretend joint on the mound and threw a good pitch, which proves again that weed does not hurt athletic competition. But the thing that gets me is now everybody's panties are in a bunch because they said, how dare Wiz Khalifa show up and say things about legalized weed and all this kind of stuff.
It's not like anyone's watching now anyways.
Yeah, it's the Pirates. If it wasn't for that, no one would be watching. Anyways, the thing, though, that got me was the Pirates' response was, we didn't know he was going to do that. We didn't know Wiz Khalifa was going to wear a shirt that had something with weed on it and make an action that looked like weed. Wiz fucking Khalifa, they did not know this. To me, whoever booked that clearly just heard from one of their kids that they should book Wiz Khalifa and did no research after that. All they knew is he's a kid from Taylor Alderdice High School and he performed a song to Paul Walker's death. That's all they knew about him. And now they're saying, oh, we didn't know that he liked weed. What? He mentions weed in a song called Happy Birthday. All he sings is Happy Birthday and it's to weed. That's all it is. And they didn't know that.
I just feel like if you know his name, like his name sounds like he could do some drugs. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Wiz.
By the
His
way,
name
a
was
Wiz
Wiz.
Khalifa sounds like it'd be like something you get out of a drug test. Like, oh, I gotta
Exactly.
take a Wiz Khalifa. Like something like that to where it's like, oh no, my work tomorrow is gonna make me take a Wiz Khalifa. That is what to me it sounds like.
I don't know. That's just stupid of them.
Or it sounds like
But it
sex
doesn't-
act
it
that
just
like
doesn't
people in
matter.
like the Middle East would do, a Wiz Khalifa.
Maybe that'll help us. Maybe that'll help Pennsylvania.
Maybe it'll help
Wiz
the Pirates
Khalifa's
next
gonna
year
help
not
us.
suck. Suck. No, okay.
All of them are going to go get high before they go play baseball now?
Absolutely. Well, they used to take drugs Alex's parents will remember back in the 80s, the drug trials.
They're like, my mom was like nodding at that same time. She was like, yes, drugs.
Yes. Oh, she didn't remember drugs. She didn't remember the drug trials.
No, she has no idea. She had no idea what was going on at that time.
I know. I just made... Well, that's why we
Did I
wanted...
ever tell you that my mom always tells me that I remind her of when she was young and stupid and like did some stupid stuff? That's what I remind her
Give it up for
of.
doing stupid stuff. Give it up for Alex's mom for basically producing this and then saying it's okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Did she find a 40-year-old obese comedian to do a show with as well?
She almost did, but then it like didn't work out completely.
Yeah, she was going to do a show with Billy Elmer, but it didn't work out. Anyways, she had him on the show. Anyways, so that was that. Now, I have to...
I can't read what you write.
Rapper B.O.B.
That is pretty big, but I feel like an old person still.
Okay, yeah, you're an old person. Why do I have better eyesight than you?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm an elite athlete. That's why.
B.O.B.
B.O.B.
Does he still even do anything?
Well, here's what he is doing. He's trying to raise money to purchase a satellite to get into space to prove that the Earth is flat.
Obviously.
Now,
What
clap
else
if
would he
you
be
think
doing?
that the Earth is flat. Okay, if you do, then you need to raise some money with B.O.B. because he apparently wants to buy satellites to prove that the Earth is flat. Now, here's the thing. Then, as flat as that guy's ass. Anyways, the thing that got me was I checked it out. There's a lot of people that actually believe that the Earth is flat. Most notably, Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal was interviewed recently, and he said he believes the Earth is flat because, in his words, he is driven from California to Florida, and trust me, it's flat.
The way that you were pointing during that made it sound like this guy is Shaquille O'Neal. You're like, this guy, Shaquille O'Neal.
This guy.
This guy.
Give it up for Shaquille
This guy.
O'Neal, everybody.
Yes. We got him here.
No, but
But I
seriously,
mean, that
Shaquille
makes
O'Neal
sense,
thinks the
right?
world's fucking flat.
That makes sense. Like, why, you know.
So is that why people in Pittsburgh don't? Because we go over a hill, we're like, oh, obviously not. The freaking area is flat.
Yeah. I don't know.
But if you
don't
truly
know.
believe that the Earth is flat, make sure you go there. Now,
Clearly, their whole opinion is just based off of, you know, those carpets that you had when you were younger that had like the little roads on them and stuff?
Uh-huh.
Completely flat.
Yes.
So they probably just looking at that and they're like, I gotta believe my carpet, man.
so basically, like when they looked at school and they looked at the Earth was flat because they put it up on a map, they believe that that's actually what the
absolutely.
Earth is.
Like, I used to believe that Alaska was in a completely different place because of how my flat map was.
You thought it was next to Hawaii in a box?
I thought it was down farther.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea.
And you thought Hawaii was
I
way
didn't
bigger
figure
because
this
they
out
always
until
zoom
too
in on
late.
Hawaii and make it almost the size of Alaska.
Yeah, I found that out a lot, like way later than everyone else did.
But
to
yet
be
they
honest.
kept passing you.
Yeah, I don't know. They never asked me that question. Like,
You just-
where's Alaska?
You just smiled and the teachers went, you get an A.
you got it.
You got an A. All right, we're going to end the show with the Mother of the Year, everybody. I don't know if you're clapping because I just said we're ending the show. Fine, I'll just make
They
up fucking
hate us
stories.
all.
How about that? 3 guys went to a place and they did something stupid. Let's make fun of them. I don't know.
That was really good, Mike.
Thank you. That's ad-libbing. Yes, and.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful. We just
I almost just
solved
cried right
all
there.
problems. Thank you very much. Hi. How you doing?
Holy
Give it up for
shit.
that high five. She's that angry that
All right,
I'm
so
here.
who's the mother of the year?
Who's the mother of the
tell
year?
Me.
This woman in Iowa decided that she was going on an 11-day trip to Germany. So what happens? She tries to get a babysitter. Can't get a babysitter. So what happens? What do you do if you already have the paid trip? What do? You go anyway, leave a 12-year-old twins at home alone with a 7 and a 6-year-old with a loaded gun. So, again, Mother of the Year awards.
But what happens?
What happened was one of the kids called one of the dads because it was separated, and said, "Hey,
One of the dads?
there's
Multiple dads.
There's multiple dads
Okay.
in this situation." Did I have to like explain a woman that would do this has multiple dads? Anyways, so he sat there and he calls and the kid goes, "Hey, mom left us. So this is why she's the mother of the year." Iowa
They didn't
State
just
Police.
throw a party? What loser children?
At 12 years old, if your
Yeah.
parents had gone to Germany,
Yes.
you'd pull like a 16 candles and like.
Absolutely.
By the way,
Sorry, guys.
did anybody ever, when they were like 15, 16 years old, have any of those parties like in those John Hughes movies? Those John Hughes movies made it look like when you turn 17, you have all-night ragers. Those parties in those fucking movies would have been raided in about 2 seconds. Okay? You ever see the one in 16 Candles where they destroy like a $2 million house? And we're all like, ooh, that looks good. No. Again, I'm older now. I'm more with the parents. Anyways, the thing that gets me is the fact that they call her up. They sit there and say, "Hey, your kids are alone. You need to come home. Oh, by the way, we're going to arrest you." She goes, "Okay."
And
I'll
doesn't
cut-
come home. Why would
I-
she come home?
She came home. She was supposed to be 11 days. She came home in 8 days. So she cut her trip down by 3 days.
Yeah,
Mother of the year, everybody. That's when you know that you're the mother of the year.
If you're gonna get arrested, why I wouldn't come home early?
You would just stay in Germany
Yeah.
forever?
Yeah. Like, what's the point of that?
Just
like-
leave your kids there and just say, fuck it?
They're 12 years old. Feel like they're good by that point. If
See-
I have raised them well enough, they're good by that point.
I mean, they're in Iowa. They've got 2 twins, and they've got a loaded gun. What could possibly go wrong?
Why is there a loaded gun? That seems like a really weird part of the story.
Have you
Like,
ever been
was she
outside
like-
of the city of...
Was she like, "Here, guys, I'm gonna leave you alone, but don't worry, you got a loaded gun. You
Have you-
guys are good."
Have you ever been outside of the city of Pittsburgh? Pretty much everyone has a loaded gun.
It just feels weird to me. Do they know that they have the loaded
Yes,
gun
the
there,
kids
or is
knew.
it just there?
The kids knew that there was a loaded gun there.
All right, sounds like a great party.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
So
they
you're
should have
saying-
thrown a party.
How many people think this party would go better if we had a loaded gun?
My mom even said so. That's how you know. If my mom said that this mom was okay to leave a loaded gun, throw a party, I feel like it's good.
I'll tell you this right now. How was this party tonight? Give it up for this party. Give it up. I want to thank a few people. First and foremost, I want to thank the godfather of River's Edge Radio, Brian Crawford. Give it up for Brian. It's his birthday. He just turned 19 today. Give it up for him. I want to give it up for Sarah, the business manager. Give it up for Sarah back there. Give it up for her. Are the representatives of the Panza Gallery here? Thank you very much for letting us have here. We're not going to mess up the place too much. Give it up for the Mead. Give it up, Matt. Thank you very much for the Mead. I'm going to try some more a little later. Laurel Hyrie Meadery. Give it up for North Country Brewing. Give it up for Salon 22 for her blue hair. Listen to the Mike Sassett Show, 9 a.m. every Tuesday. We got Garrett Teitelbaum this Tuesday. That's my show. I'm already sweating. I'm going to start drinking more. Good night.